What we're looking at is what I call the 6 acre field. It's planted on May the 17th. I've got the drone up at 398 feet, which is maximum altitude governed by the FAA. I want you to take a look at how this field turned out from the air. Now, if you'll just, look it over as we're moving along here. Now, look, notice up in the where that pointer just popped up, that little streak right in there, planted at the same time. I just took the grain drill and went across that waterway and drilled that seed in. In my mind, the best I can come up with is, yeah, I planted into wet ground. Um, it started raining right after the first field, two fields that I planted back on April the 29th. And it kept me from getting in this field. And I jumped the gun and got in it, there on that date, May 17th. And the ground was really too wet. And then we had a cold spell that went on. It was about a week and a half, and we had some pretty cold nights for that time of year. Now we're headed over towards the Allen field. We'll fly across the corn and just take kind of a lateral look at that. It's recovering from the damage that it got from that windstorm we had. It's funny, it's not just standing back up. The plants are actually curling and growing straight up. Okay, this is the Allen field. This has been the best producer. Cousin Scott planted this with a planter that he built on June the 13th. And from this, I've maintained the same altitude, and from this altitude and looking at it, I could see it's got its trouble spots too. So just, taking a look at that. From here, I'm going over to the fields that I planted on April the 29th. It's just over 5 acres between my house and Cousin Scott's house. Now, this was the first field I planted, so it's had more time. And this field got planted into what I think were a lot better conditions. The soil was not so wet. Of course, it got rain after it was planted. But you can see a whole lot better coverage on this field. It's got its weak spots, and that's where you get back up on that hill where it's red clay exposed. But all in all, the coverage on this field is a whole lot better than any of the other fields. Now that piece is the 2 acre piece. It was planted on the same day that's in front of my house. And I'm actually delighted with these two fields. They're coming along nicely. I've got excellent weed control on them. And of course, you get to playing around with your drone and try to get yourself a sunshot there using a filter that worked out pretty good. Everybody, thanks a bunch for watching my videos. Bye, y'all.